Hey guys! Thank you so much for allowing me to post videos on this wonderful group. As some of you might already know, one of my New Year's resolutions is to step out of my comfort zone and put myself out there online, which can be really scary. I'm actually really nervous about this video right now because it's one of the first times that I've put my face and my voice out there for people to watch. But it's something I've always wanted to do, so I thought that this group would be the best place to start because it's all love and support and there's no judgment, so I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. So because it's the beginning of a new year, I thought, and because our challenge is all about resolutions this month, I thought that I would kind of give you some tips that I've learned along the way. I am a huge fan of New Year's because I feel like it's a fresh start. I feel like I get to reset, set goals, and I'm all about self-improvement, so that really excites me. I usually pick several dates throughout the year that I use to reset, so New Year's doesn't have to be the only time that you set goals and reset and start fresh. I often just tend to start fresh in the springtime because it's a new season. We're done winter, which can sometimes be a long, drawn-out season. And spring can be very vibrant and uplifting and exciting, so I usually end up starting to set goals at that time. September is always a time that I have a fresh start. I think it's because of years of going back to school in September. I'm sure you guys feel the same way. So even now, I feel like, because September was always a time for, a new year, new friends, new teachers, getting new clothes, new books, just feeling like you got a fresh start. So I still feel that way when September comes around, when the seasons start to change. I get really motivated and I want to be productive, and I usually start a new project and get really excited about that. And then I often use my birthday as kind of a reset date because I tend to reflect on the year that's passed and start to think of the kind of person and kind of life that I want in the next year. And then of course there's New Year's, which is awesome, and this is where we're at. So since I love resetting and setting goals and starting fresh, I have acquired some ideas and tips along the way that I thought I could share with you. Let me see here. The one thing that I already mentioned in my first post was that this is something that I just learned recently and I thought was really important. When you think of a resolution or decide on a really important goal, it's really important to get to the bottom of the desire behind that goal, because if you just say, I'm going to do this or I'm going to stop doing this, there isn't usually a lot of power behind that. But when you really think about the reasoning behind that, deep down in your soul, that kind of gives you more motivation and passion behind it. So my example in my post was about the resolution of going to the gym every day in the new year. That's usually a big one for people. And it's an awesome one. And there are a lot of people that are motivated and do accomplish that, at least for a period of time if they can. But going to the gym, or saying that you're going to the gym a certain number of days of the week, can be easy to say, but much harder to actually achieve. Just getting out of bed earlier, or just even making the time, or just the thought of physically working out you can dread it. So what was suggested was that you decide on the real true reason why you want to go to the gym. What is that about? It could be because you want to lose weight, but that's not even good enough. You need to go deeper. And why do you want to lose weight? What is really driving you to change this habit that you have, or create this habit? And in my suggestion, it was like, is it because you want more energy so that you can achieve other goals? Or is it because you want more energy so that you can play with your kids? Or, you know, are you battling an illness that you know you want to beat? So the second tip that I just learned recently actually is the MIT method. And MIT stands for most important tasks. So this idea is all about increasing your productivity for the day. So often we have a long list of things that we want to accomplish, and sometimes that can be hard to achieve. So this suggests that you just pick 3 of your most important tasks and try to accomplish them before a certain time. They recommend 10 a.m. and usually you would want to pick the morning because you have more energy in the morning. And the idea behind this is you pick the most important tasks. They're usually the bigger ones, the ones you've been dreading, the ones you've been putting off. Those are the ones you pick. You have the energy in the morning to get them done. You get them done by 10, and guess what? You feel so relieved. You have the rest of the day to feel like you've accomplished something. And you can either just be done with the day, or you can finish the rest of your list, which is likely what you'll want to do because you'll be on a roll. Now, everyone has different jobs and different schedules, so you can obviously tweak this to suit your day. Some people are 9 to 5, so they work 9 to 5. So, you know, if you get up early in the morning, get up an hour earlier and try to accomplish something. Or it could be your list at work, and so you could say by 11 a.m. I'm going to get these 3 big tasks done. But if you do shift work, obviously you can tweak the time a little bit. Do whatever works for you. If you think you can't make 3 tasks in that time frame, then just do 2. But you'll feel really good about accomplishing it, and I think it's an awesome idea. And then my third idea is actually something that was suggested to me years and years ago by a really close friend, and I have tried it a couple times and I love the idea. I think it kind of makes New Year's a little personal, and so this idea is to get a jar, and on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, or even today you can do it, you write down on tiny pieces of paper your wishes and your goals for the year. So for 2019, you would write individual goals, fold them up, and throw them in the jar. And you can do as little as 10, as many as you want. The idea is that come next New Year's Eve, you would open the jar and read those wishes and goals that you made yourself a year ago. It's really cool because you get to see like how you've changed over the year. The things that you've wanted may have changed, and you can see what you actually did achieve. Did your wishes come true? Did you achieve those goals? And then you can set new ones for the next year. The other idea that she gave me, which I love so much, is to get another jar and the same idea on little pieces of paper. Throughout the year, write down your accomplishments. So each paper has one accomplishment, and they can be as big or small as you want. I recommend writing down even your tiniest accomplishments, because then you have more and you put them in the jar. You keep adding them throughout the year. And then at the end of the year, you open that jar on New Year's Eve. It's kind of like a special little ritual. You open up the jar and you read all of your accomplishments. And it's kind of neat because if you think about it, we do achieve little accomplishments almost every day that we're proud of and that we should be proud of, but we forget about them by the time a few months have gone by or the entire year. So it's kind of neat to look back and say, wow, I did all that. I'm so proud of myself. It's a really good feeling. So those are my recommendations to you guys. Let me know if you're going to try them because some of them are kind of neat. Again, I just wanted to thank you for watching my video and being so supportive. This group has really made a huge difference for me, and I know for some of the other members. It's become a little community of incredible inspiration and support. So Keep it up. Thank you so much for being a part of this group. I love you guys. Bye.